For centuries, glasses were created with a single purpose: to correct vision that had faltered. A simple lens cut and shaped to bend light gave millions the gift of clarity. What was once seen as a medical tool is now evolving into something far more profound. The leap from corrective lenses to smart glasses represents a shift in human experience itself. No longer are we just talking about fixing sight. We are talking about enhancing perception, expanding awareness, and fundamentally reshaping the way we interact with reality. This shift is subtle yet revolutionary because it redefines the role of eye care. It is no longer about helping people see the world as it is, but about equipping them to see the world as it could be. Think for a moment about what it means when a pair of glasses stops being passive. Traditionally, a lens is silent. Bends light, yes, but it doesn't think, it doesn't react, it doesn't evolve. Smart glasses, powered by AI, change that equation entirely. Suddenly, the very device sitting on your face is capable of overlaying real-time information, detecting objects, translating languages, and warning you of hidden dangers. A street sign in a foreign country can be read in your own language without a pause. A child running across the road can be highlighted instantly, ensuring safety. For those with impaired vision, these glasses could audibly describe the world, turning silence into guidance. What was once only about sharpening focus now becomes about upgrading perception, offering an entirely new way of experiencing the environment. This reimagining of eye care has massive implications. Imagine a future where glasses don't just correct your prescription, but adapt dynamically to your needs. Bright sunlight, they automatically adjust. In a dark street, they amplify contrast. They could enhance colors for artists, zoom in for surgeons, or even filter distractions for people with attention difficulties. Vision becomes situational, personalized, and optimized for performance. Eye care no longer stops at the eye. It extends into how you live, work, and experience reality. The psychological impact of this evolution is just as important. When vision is enhanced beyond natural limits, it changes not just what we see, but how we think. Seeing becomes a partnership between biology and technology. It allows us to step into an augmented world where boundaries blur between the physical and the digital. This is where the conversation shifts from healthcare to human capability. The promise of smart glasses is not just medical, it is transformational. And yet, it's worth noting that this transformation begins with a very human need, the simple desire to see better. From that starting point, are now on the cusp of something greater. The evolution from correction to enhancement signals a new era in which our most trusted medical tools do not just restore what was lost, but expand what was possible. The future of eye care is not just about fixing vision. It is about creating visionaries. Artificial intelligence has begun to redefine the very idea of healthcare. And nowhere is this more visible than in the realm of eye care. Traditionally, seeing an optometrist meant scheduling an appointment, sitting in a chair, reading letters from a chart, and waiting for a professional to diagnose what might be happening with your vision. It was a reactive process. You noticed a problem, and only then did you seek help. But AI is turning that entire model on its head. In the near future, artificial intelligence won't just be a tool used by doctors. It will become a constant companion embedded in the very glasses you wear. Instead of waiting for symptoms to appear, your glasses will serve as a real-time optometrist, continuously monitoring your vision, your eyes, and even subtle biological signals you can't detect yourself. The implications of this are enormous. Eye diseases like glaucoma, macular degeneration, or diabetic retinopathy are often silent in their early stages. By the time noticeable symptoms appear, reversible damage may already have been done. But AI can recognize the smallest deviations, the faintest patterns of change in how your eyes focus, dilate, or respond to light. Smart glasses equipped with AI could analyze these data streams every second of every day, flagging early warning signs and sending alerts long before you would ever think to book an appointment. In this way, eye care shifts from a model of crisis management to one of constant prevention. Instead of fixing damage after it happens, AI makes it possible to avoid the damage altogether. Early detection, AI in smart glasses will also personalize care in ways traditional exams never could. Imagine glasses that adapt dynamically, adjusting magnification or contrast based on how your eyes are performing at that exact moment. If fatigue sets in, the glasses compensate. If one eye begins to strain more than the other, subtle corrections are made in real time. This is care that doesn't wait for an annual check-up. It evolves minute by minute with your body's needs. The role of AI here is not just diagnostic, but also adaptive, creating a feedback loop between your biology and the device enhancing it. There is also a deeper shift happening in the doctor-patient relationship. In the past, healthcare was episodic, built around visits and appointments. In the AI-driven model, the relationship becomes continuous. Your smart glasses become an always-on physician, quietly working in the background, collecting and analyzing data. Instead of one snapshot of your health taken during an exam, AI creates a living record of your vision across months and years. This wealth of information can then be shared with doctors, providing them insights into patterns they could never have observed otherwise. The doctor's role evolves from being a detector of problems to an interpreter of data, a partner working alongside AI to ensure you stay healthy. Ultimately, the transformation is about empowerment. With AI embedded in your glasses, are no longer a passive recipient of care. You become an active participant, formed in real time about your eye health and armed with the ability to act before it is too late. It is a profound shift from waiting until something is wrong to knowing every moment of every day that something is right. When we think about vision, we usually imagine the light entering our eyes, processed by the brain, giving us a picture of the world. But with the arrival of AI-powered smart glasses, vision is no longer limited to what your biological eyes can process. Suddenly, sight becomes a partnership between human senses and artificial intelligence. The glasses on your face are not just bending light through a lens. They are interpreting data, filtering information, and presenting you with a world layered with intelligence. This shift represents a radical expansion of what vision even means. It is not only about what your eyes see, but about what your glasses reveal. Imagine stepping into a crowded supermarket. Without technology, you see rows of products, dozens of labels, and countless distractions. But with AI integrated into your glasses, vision transforms into understanding. Nutritional information can be overlaid instantly on the items you pick up. Healthier options can be highlighted, allergens can be flagged, and pricing trends can be revealed in real time. The glasses are not just helping you see, they are helping you decide. This merging of data with perception creates a new form of augmented reality, one where information is woven seamlessly into the act of looking. For those with visual impairments, the implications are even more profound. A person who cannot clearly see faces might have their glasses identify people in the room and whisper their names. Someone unable to read small print could have text translated into speech instantly. Even colorblind users could experience a corrected or enhanced visual spectrum, finally perceiving hues they had never known. Here, data becomes a bridge, turning vision into a shared experience where limitations dissolve into new possibilities. But this is not just about accessibility. It is about empowerment. The ability to overlay intelligence on reality gives every user an edge. A surgeon could see real-time vitals projected onto their patient during an operation. An engineer could have technical schematics displayed over the machine they are repairing. A tourist could look at a landmark and receive instant historical context. The glasses effectively become an extension of memory knowledge and intuition, transforming everyday encounters into opportunities for enhanced awareness. At the same time, this convergence of vision and data raises an important cultural question: how will it reshape human perception? Once you can filter, highlight, or translate reality at will, what you choose to see becomes as significant as what you don't. We may soon live in a world where two people standing in the same place are not seeing the same thing at all, because their glasses are feeding them different streams of data tailored to their needs, preferences, or biases. Vision becomes subjective in a new and profound way, shaped as much by algorithms as by biology. Ultimately, This transformation reminds us that seeing is no longer just a physical act, it is an intelligent one. AI-powered glasses redefine vision as a dialogue between the eye, the brain, and the machine. In this new reality, sight is no longer passive. It is active, dynamic, deeply informed by the world of data that surrounds us. No two people perceive the world in the exact same way. Even with perfect eyesight, our brains interpret colors, light, and depth differently. One person might find bright sunlight unbearable, while another thrives in it. Some people struggle to distinguish subtle shades of blue or green, while others see a spectrum so rich that they notice differences most of us miss. Eye care of the past has often treated vision as a standardized experience. Measure the prescription, grind the lenses, and send everyone home with the same type of glasses. But the future, powered by AI and smart glasses, will take a radically different approach. It will acknowledge that every retina, every brain, and every moment of perception is unique. The next generation of eye care will not just correct your vision, it will personalize it in ways that feel almost intimate. Imagine smart glasses that learn your habits the way a digital assistant does. They recognize when you prefer brighter contrast for reading, softer tones for evening walks, or sharper edges when driving at night. Instead of a fixed prescription, they continuously adapt. If your eyes begin to tire, they adjust magnification or reduce strain by subtly altering the way light enters. If your brain processes colors in an unusual way, the glasses can recalibrate to show you a spectrum that feels more natural. The relationship between you and your glasses becomes a partnership, technology that evolves with you, responding to the micro, changes in your vision that happen every day. This personalization can also extend into areas we don't usually associate with medical eye care. For example, athletes might benefit from glasses that highlight motion more vividly, allowing them to track fast, moving objects with greater precision. Artists might unlock an expanded palette of colors, perceiving variations invisible to the average person. Someone working in low light environments could experience enhanced contrast without ever fumbling for a flashlight. These are not just medical solutions, they are cognitive enhancements that align vision with lifestyle, creativity, and profession. At its core, shift represents a deeper understanding of how vision is connected to identity. The way we see influences how we move through the world, how we feel about our surroundings, and even how we interpret reality. AI-powered personalization means eye care can now respect that individuality. Instead of prescribing a single standard of normal vision, technology will allow us to shape vision to fit who we are. Every pair of glasses will, in a sense, become a mirror of the brain behind the eyes. This future also challenges us to rethink the role of eye care professionals. No longer just providers of lenses, they may become curators of personalized visual experiences, helping patients choose how they want to see. Do you want sharper edges, softer tones, brighter colors, reduced distractions? The options will no longer be limited to fixed prescriptions, but instead offered as dynamic settings that change with your context and mood. The promise of personalization at the level of the retina is not just about sharper vision. It is about deeper alignment between human individuality and technological intelligence. It's the difference between wearing glasses and wearing a device that understands you, adapts to you, amplifies the way you uniquely see the world. The idea of smart glasses powered by artificial intelligence sounds exhilarating. Vision enhanced, perception expanded, safeguarded. But beneath the excitement lies a deeper, more unsettling question: if these glasses can filter, augment, and interpret the very reality before your eyes, ultimately controls what you see. Vision is the most dominant of our senses, shaping not only how we experience the world, but also how we make choices, form beliefs. The ethical dimension of AI-driven eye care is not about whether the technology will work, it's about how it will be used and by whom. Imagine waking up, slipping on your smart glasses, and instantly being fed layers of information. Street signs glow with guidance, faces are recognized in an instant, hazards are highlighted for your safety. On the surface, this feels empowering, but pause for a moment and consider the invisible filters shaping this experience. Algorithms could decide which products in a store are highlighted to you. They could determine whose social media profile appears beside their face. They could even dim or erase elements of reality that a corporation, a government, or a platform prefers you not to see. In such a scenario, glasses are not merely a tool for vision. They are a lens of influence. The ethical stakes become even higher when we consider personalization. Every individual's visual experience is shaped by data-driven AI, then no two people will ever see the same reality. Two friends walking down the same street might not be perceiving the same world. One might see highlighted ads for restaurants tailored to their profile, while the other is guided towards shops that suit their purchasing history. While this personalization can feel convenient, it also creates invisible bubbles of perception, echo chambers not just of information but of sight itself. Reality becomes fractured, curated, and potentially manipulated. The context of healthcare, trust is sacred. Patients trust doctors, prescriptions, and treatments to be objective and in their best interest. But when AI begins to influence vision, who guarantees that the priorities remain medical? Will glasses be designed purely to improve eye health, or will they also serve the interests of advertisers and institutions? The danger lies in subtlety. If vision is filtered to favor certain choices, the manipulation may not be obvious. It won't feel like an ad. It will feel like reality. This is why ethical frameworks must evolve alongside technological innovation. Transparency will become essential. Users must know what filters are being applied, what data is influencing their perception, and who holds the power to adjust those levers. Privacy, too, becomes critical as the intimate data gathered from your eyes, your focus, your reactions, blink rate, could reveal more about you than any questionnaire or biometric test. Protecting this data is not just about security, it is about safeguarding human autonomy. The promise of AI in eye care is extraordinary, but trust will determine its success. If people believe their glasses empower them, adoption will accelerate. If they suspect hidden agendas, resistance will follow. The challenge is not just to build glasses that enhance sight, but to ensure they do so with integrity, transparency, and respect for human freedom. The future of vision is powerful, but it must never come at the cost of truth. The eyes have long been called the windows to the soul, but in truth, they are also windows into the body. Medical science has already revealed that the eye can act as a diagnostic mirror, reflecting the state of our overall health. Subtle changes in the retina, blood vessels, or optic nerve can signal conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, even early signs of neurological disorders like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. What has traditionally required specialized imaging equipment and clinical expertise can, with the help of artificial intelligence and smart glasses, become part of everyday life. This shift means that eye care will no longer be confined to protecting vision alone. It will expand into safeguarding the entire body. Imagine wearing glasses that not only correct your sight, but continuously scan for microscopic changes in your ocular tissues. Small shifts in blood flow could be analyzed for cardiovascular risks. Variations in retinal patterns might indicate the early onset of diabetes years before traditional tests detect it. Cognitive decline could be hinted at through subtle changes in eye movement and processing speed. These glasses, powered by AI, would serve as tireless health monitors, collecting real-time data and interpreting it in ways no human clinician could do on their own. Instead of waiting for illness to manifest, eyes could warn you long before symptoms emerge elsewhere. The implications for preventive medicine are profound. Regular medical check-ups are often limited by time, cost, or access. But smart glasses worn daily would bridge that gap, turning every blink and every glance into a diagnostic opportunity. A patient living in a remote village could be alerted to the risk of diabetic retinopathy without needing to travel miles to see a specialist. A city commuter could discover early indicators of hypertension before a heart attack ever becomes a threat. Eye care becomes whole body care, democratizing access to early detection in a way traditional healthcare systems have never managed to achieve. There is also an emotional and psychological dimension to this future. Health is often invisible until crisis strikes, leaving people feeling blindsided and powerless. By transforming the eyes into constant sensors, individuals gain awareness and control. The fear of the unknown is replaced with actionable insight. Instead of being surprised by a diagnosis, people can be guided toward lifestyle changes or treatments well before irreversible damage occurs. This empowerment reshapes the doctor-patient relationship, creating a proactive partnership built on foresight rather than emergency intervention. Yet, as with all powerful technologies, caution is necessary. The data harvested from the eyes will be immensely personal. Health records embedded in the smallest biological details of how we see. Who owns this information? How is it secured? And how do we ensure that this intimate knowledge is used for healing rather than exploitation? These questions must be addressed if we are to trust a world where our own vision becomes a diagnostic tool. The future of eye care, then, is about far more than glasses or even sight itself. It is about recognizing that the eye is not an isolated organ, but a gateway into understanding the body as a whole. With AI and smart glasses, the act of looking outward will simultaneously become a way of looking inward. In this convergence of technology and biology, the eye may truly become the most powerful diagnostic tool we possess, not just preserving vision, but protecting life itself.